Okay.
Okay, hi, my name is Jordana. I think you all should know me by now. I'm here in Morgan's kitchen, and I wrote a paper on human collectivism, which was inspired by a class I'm taking with my professor, Mr. Olts. He's a really great teacher. If you haven't taken a class with him, I recommend you do so. He's gotten me thinking about a lot of things. And so I want to talk about human collectivism tonight, and a lot of human beings struggle with this concept. I mean, when you think about it, I, you, everybody, I am a completely severed entity. Nobody can think my exact thoughts, or experience my exact perceptions, or behave in exactly the same way. Yes? Albeit that humans have similar concepts to think and speak of, no one experiences them in exactly the same manner as anyone else who is, was, or ever will be. Why then must we emphasize the need for collectivism? I refer you to the case of the medical system. Mr. Olds discussed this in class. Human beings go to a doctor because we believe that this person knows more than we do. It is an act of faith, and faith alone, which brings us to do this. You may disagree, but let me argue my logic further. You believe that this person is smarter than you because he, she, it has a piece of paper on the wall proving he went through training of X amount of years, learning what was taught to him or by other human beings, who deciphered this learning system by learning the guidelines set forth by other human beings who collectively decided that this was accurate information. Humans put faith in other human beings to agree with them, so that they could collectively decide what information given to them by other human beings was correct, so that they could structure a method for which one is taught through the process of college, so that they could obtain a slip of paper to put on the wall. Why the hell don't we ask questions? I have no reason to believe that this person is smarter than I. He was taught by other people, and there is no possible way that we can completely prove that the way we understand things is correct. I believe, but I have no reason to believe. We don't believe in other societies' medical structures as being correct because they are taught by a collective of people that think and perceive things differently than us. What on earth makes us think we're correct? Throughout the history of time, every thinking human has had such need to be integrated into the lives of other humans. Everyone struggles to be connected somehow. I look at my thermostat, 62 degrees. There are two reasons I set my thermostat to this temperature. In no order they are: another set of humans determined that electricity would be quantified and cost a certain amount of money and define my bill as such. And another is from talking with other human beings, we've collectively decided what is warm and what is cool in the society we live. I subconsciously hold the information of others in my brain when I set my personal comfort level. It's something that we all do. But why define this? And how do I even know that my thermostat is correct? How do I know what degree the temperature really is? In theory, it really is impossible to quantify something so vague as the temperature. Yet humans have to. We must. We limit things because that is the only way something as small as the mortal mind can possibly comprehend them. We define, we rule out other possibilities when we trust in a being and they show us that something is true. Then we use our imaginations to make rules and say, yes, this is true. The temperature is 62 degrees because I was taught by another human to feel this certain degree of coldness when it's roughly this temperature. Why? It is impossible for any deemed rational mortal being to comprehend themselves completely severed from all other people, even though this is what we truly are. Even we force ourselves to imitate. I give you the example of a woman dressed in the Gothic style. Chances are, part of what inspires a person to behave, dress, etc., in a certain style is the concept of being unique. It's something that's enjoyable to the human mind, to be separate, but this person is in fact found inspiration for that style by seeing other human beings in that style, be it in photographs or real life. This person is using collectivism even in their quest for uniqueness. We all do. What I'm saying is this: all humans are essentially afraid of being alone, and all humans are always alone. I'm trying to come to better terms with this concept so that I can sever myself from the definitions of others in the regards which I find myself beneficial. I don't know that the temperature is actually 62 degrees. I'm only trusting human understanding that it is such. Therefore, if I can sever myself from the need of collectivism here, I can train my body to attain any comfort with which it can be physically possible to obtain without outside need or interference. It makes any human very sad to think that they are entirely alone, but this is how we're limiting ourselves.